Welcome viewers, if still you're not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe and also click the bell icon to get technology updates regularly on this JP Infotech channel.
Hi, in this video we are going to see about a Java web application project which is entitled as Donation Tracking System, or the other name NGO Donation Management System, or NGO Donation Tracking System, or Online Charity Management System. So before seeing the execution of the project, let me brief about this project. The majority of the world faces the problem of poverty and hunger. To overcome this poverty and hunger, NGOs, that is non-governmental organization, they provide the food or education to the needy people. For this purpose, these NGOs need funds or money. So these NGOs will be collecting the money from the donors who are willing to pay the money to these NGOs. In the existing system, these donations are being updated or being tracked manually only. So they have been giving the receipts in a bill format and they'll be updating in an Excel format only. So here comes the problem that the donors will be having a doubt that whether the amount given is updated or not, or they have been using properly or not, or from the NGO side, the problem is like how to collect the money during a time of pandemic kind of situation. So to overcome all these kinds of problem, this donation tracking system is being proposed. In this donation tracking system, the donors can pay the money in online, or the NGOs can request fund to the donors, and whatever the money paid by the donors is being updated and the exact receipt is provided and the tracking is being done, and also the NGOs can manage all the funds received by the donors exactly. So this is the main concept of the project, and here you can see the details of the existing system, disadvantages and proposed system advantages, and system architecture. And in system architecture you can see charity, admin and donors are the three main entities of it. Now let us see the execution of the project. So this project we have developed using NETBEANS IDE 8.2. So first open NETBEANS IDE 8.2. So just click the file menu and click open project. Now go to the project source code location. And now you can see this donation tracking system under the source code. Just select this donation tracking system and click open project. Now kindly wait till the complete project is loaded into the NETBEANS part. So meanwhile I'll just minimize this NETBEANS part and go to the database part. Now let us attach the database. Now go to the MySQL administrator. So just go to the MySQL administrator and enter the username and credentials, the root and click open. Okay, now in the left side you can see this restore option. Just click this open backup file. Now again go to the project source code folder. So where you can see the database folder, just select this database and click start restore. Now you can see the message, the restore operation was finished successfully message, and click close. Now you can close this MySQL administrator part. Now the database is been attached successfully. So now let me go to the NETBEANS part again. So now you can see the project is being loaded into the NETBEANS correctly. So now just right click this donation tracking and then select this run button, and now kindly wait till it loaded to the web part. So in case if you see this kind of starting of Tomcat has failed, then you need to start the server again. So just start the services part, just start the server. And now again go to the donation tracking and then select run. Now you can see the project is being transferred to the web part. So now you can see the home screen or the welcome screen of the project with the project title donation tracking system. And here you can see this phone numbers or email, these are given generally. You can change it because we are not given our number or email ID. So everything has been generalized, so you can change it if you needed change these things. So we were not given our contact number or our email ID in it. So coming to the entity points, here you can see the entities admin, charity and the donor. So in the home screen you can see this kind of images, and here you can see our mission, make donation, help support programs, these images and everything. And here you can see this donate option, hunger and poverty, education and training, human rights, arts and culture. So just click it will go to the donor login part. So first the donor needs to register. So I am a new donor, so I don't have any username and password. So the thing is like, first they need to make the registration part. So first click this new donor registration. So once if you click this new donor registration, it will be go to the donor registration form where you need to enter the details. So let me enter the donor as here Jayaprakash, or and my email ID, and here the phone number, address and the password. And then click this register, and here you can see the message donor registration success, and click OK. And now it will be navigated to the donor login form. So here you need to enter the credential that we have used for during the registration part. So let me enter the email ID and the password, and click the login button. And once the login is success, you can see this login success message, and click OK. Now it will be navigated to the donor page where you can see the donor home screen and welcome screen of the project. And here you can see the options of donate, donation request, track donation, transaction. So everything is empty because now only we have logged in. So in the donate part you can see what all the charities available. So let me show you this thing. Now we have only one option called JP. So now let me log out this part. So now let me go to the charity part. So once if you click this charity menu, it will be navigated to the charity login page. So we don't have any login right now. So first let me create a new charity. So let me click this new charity registration. So once if you click this new charity registration, it will be navigated to the charity registration form where you need to enter the charity name. So let me enter the charity name as JP Charity. So after entering the charity name, just enter the email ID. So let me enter the email ID as jpinfotechprojects@gmail.com, the phone number, address and the password. And now let me click this register button. And here you can see the message charity registration success, and click OK. So now it will be navigated to the charity login part where you need to enter the email ID of the charity and the password of it, and then click login. And once the details are being entered, here you can see the message charity registration not approved. Even though if I have given the exact username and password, here you can see the message charity registration is not approved. This is because whenever a new charity is registered, the admin should approve it. Once if the admin is approved, only the charity can able to log in into the system, or else they cannot log in. So this is for the first time. So this is to prevent the unwanted or scam charity people. So just let me go to the admin part. So if you click this admin menu, it will be navigated to the admin login page where you can see the name and password. Here we don't have any new registration because admin is one entity only. So we have given a default username and password as admin and admin. So just enter the A caps and DMIN and the same the password is, and click login. And once the login is successful, you can see login success message and click OK. So now it will be navigated to the admin home page. This is the admin home page where you can see the donor details, charity details, donations, campaigns, transaction graphs, etc. So first let me show to the donor details. Now in the donor details you can see the Jayaprakash which I have entered. So you can see the date and time 25/11/2022. Time is 7:57. So just now I have done it. So this is the thing that is updated by the donor part. Now coming to the charity details. Here in the charity details, here you can see the JP charity, which I have done it right now. Here you can see the status is inactive. Only if the admin approves this charity, it will be updated. If they reject it, it will be not been updated. They cannot able to log in into the system. This is to prevent the unwanted or the scam or the fake charity people. So just let me click this activate part now. So once if you click the charity account activated, messages came, and click OK. And now here in the status part, you can see this JP charity, it was inactive. Now we can see it has been changed to active. So now let me log out. Now let me go to the charity part and let me enter the exact detail what I have given earlier. And now if you click this login button, you can see the login is success now, and click OK. So now it will be navigated to the charity home page, where you can see the options of add campaigns, request donation, request status, donation, transaction, etc. So first let me go to the add campaign. So this add campaign is like you can create a new campaigns for raising the funds. So it will be navigated to the fundraising campaign details part, where you need to enter the campaign name and all the details. So first let me enter the campaign name as, here let me enter the campaign name as education for kids. So just enters any image for this. Let me select some image and let me enter the description for it and how much amount is needed. So let me enter as 10,000, and what is the end date for it. So let me select an end date as December 12, 2022, and then click add. So now you can see the campaign registration is success, and click OK. And if you go to the campaigns part now, here you can see the campaign that you have added, which has the ID, campaign name, campaign description, campaign picture, and amount. How much amount is collected till now? It is 0 because we have not collected, just now we have started it. And what is the end date and registration date, and status is, what is the status of it? It is inactive because it should be processed by the admin again. So first let me go to the logout this and go to the admin part in a new tab. Now let me log in with the admin using the admin credentials, and then click login. And once the login is successful, now let me go to the campaigns part, because we have created a new campaign now. So here you can see the campaign details, what is the ID, because already there was other campaign created by other user. So now the campaign which is created by me is JP Charity Education for Kids. So here you can see the campaign description, what is the picture for it, and how much amount needed, and what is the end date, and when the registration is done. Here you can see the status has been inactive. Now the admin has the right to approve it or reject it. Only if the admin approves it, this campaign will be created, or else this campaign will not be active. So now let me click this approve button, and once it has been approved, you can see the campaign is activated message, and click OK. Now you can see the status is been changed to active part. Now coming back to the charity login, so now in the charity login, if you go to the campaigns, earlier you can see the status was inactive. Now you can see it is been updated to active because the admin has approved it. So here if you go to the request donation part, next part is the request donation part. So we have seen this add campaigns and campaigns part. Now the next part is request donation part. In the request donation part, you can see that who are all the donors available. So here you have seen we have 2 donors who are registered now. So those 2 donors details is been updated, and here you can select the campaign and you can request them the money. So here you can see the name Jayaprakash R, which I have registered in the donor part. So let me click this education for kids and let me request the fund for it. So here you can see the donation request is sent, and click OK. And if you click this request status, here you can see the status is waiting because it is been not approved yet. So it has been showing the request status of the donation. And next is donation part, it is empty. Transaction part is empty because till now we have not done any transaction of it. So first let me go to the donor part. So in the donor part, log in with the donor credentials. So once after the login is successful, you can go to the donation request, where earlier it was empty, and now you can see the donation amount required and what is the charity name, or what is the campaign, the picture, the status of it, and what is the requested date and time. And if you click approve, it will be navigated to the payment part, where you can enter the payment details of this charity name, campaign name, and campaign description will be default and you cannot edit it in it. So here you can select the net banking or credit card details and the amount. So these are the things that is available to the donor part. So let me enter the amount as $500. So I have given USD as a common part because we cannot change for every country. So as a common, I have given USD as a common, and this is a sample only. Here the amount will not be deducted in our account because it is a sample part only. And let me click this donate now. If you click this donate now, you can see the payment is success and thank you for the donation, and click OK. And now if you go to the track donation part, here you can see the transaction ID, what is the charity name, and for what campaign you have paid it, and what is the payment mode you have done it, and what is the donation and paid on. And here you can see the status is waiting because this should be approved by the admin again. So now let me log out and go to the admin part. So here in the admin part, here you can see the already we have seen the details for approving the charity and approving the campaigns. Here you can see the option of donations. So just if you click this donation menu, here you can see the transaction ID, the charity name, the campaign name, the details, so the amount, how much the amount is donated by the donor is being updated, everything. And here you can see the status is waiting. Now let me click this approve. Only if the admin approves, the donation will be approved, or else the amount will be refunded to the donor again. So now let me log out and go to the donor part. So now in the donor part, if you go to the track donation, here you can see the status is being approved. And if you go to the transaction part, you can see the transaction details, and if you wanted the bill, you can just click this generate receipt. If you click this generate receipt, you can see the receipt is being shown in the web part, and also the PDF is being created. So let me save this as a receipt, and here you can see the receipt in the web part also with the name, donation tracking system, invoice, and this general information. There is no any watermark of our company here. So just enter the invoice details, name, address, these all things that is been collected from the user in the registration part that has been updated, and what is the invoice number, date, time, and how much amount is being donated. So here in the PDF you can see the receipt has been generated as a PDF format also. Now let me click back, and now if you we have already seen this. Now donate part we have seen, donation request part, there is no any donation request. Now track donation you have seen, and transactions we have seen. Now in the donate part, if this particular donor wanted to select the charity, they can select it. For example, if they wanted to select this charity, let me click this JP as charity and then select, and now you can see what all the campaigns they are running that you can see. If we come back again, I'm selecting this charity and then click select, and they can see what are the campaigns they are running now again. Whenever a new charity is being entered, this is being updated again, and whenever they are running a new campaigns, it will be showing all the details here. So now if I wanted to donate for this charity and this campaign, let me click this donate now, and let me enter the net banking, and let me enter as 100 USD now, and click donate now, and thank you for the donation. Now again in the admin part, if you go to the donations part, you can see this charity name for the campaign name is been 100 donation is been paid by the donor. Let me approve it, and this donation is also approved. And if we go to the track donation part of the donors, here you can see second donation which I have done for this charity is been updated here. 100 USD is been approved. And if you wanted the bill for this 100 USD paid, just click this generate receipt, and here you can see the bill of it. So now in the donor part, we have already seen this option: donate, donation request, track donation, transactions. And let me log out for this donor part. Now coming back to the let me come back to the admin part. Let us see the option that we have missed it now. So let me log out, log in, and we have already seen the donor details. So all the donors available is been listed into the admin, and charity details, who are all the charity available and activating or rejecting it, and what all the donations have been sent, the status of it. There is no donations now, so it is empty. And what are the campaigns is been approved or rejected options here. And transaction part, you can see complete transactions, what all the transactions is made on this total charity management system concept, and how much amount, and this is just a transaction ID. There is no any operation in it. And final comes the graph part. If you click this graph, you can see the total donors with the transaction. So here you can see the total donor on how much transaction has been done. If you are increasing the donor, if your new donors has been registered, it will be updated. It is a dynamic graph, it is not a static graph. According to the transactions made and how much donors, it will be changed. So for example, let me log out and let me create a new donor now. And now I have created a new donor. So once if you come back and click this graph part again in the admin part, you can see now the donor is changed to 3. So there are 3 number of donors now, and total transaction is 4. So in this way this graph will be updated. This is a dynamic graph. You can also save this graph result by printing this, or save as JPEG or PNG. Let me show you that. So let me save the PNG JPEG format. And in this way you can export the graph results also here. And now let me log out from this donor admin part. So final comes the charity part. So in the charity, now we have seen the admin and donor complete details, and now let me go to the charity part. In the charity part, you can see add campaigns, what are the campaigns that you have created, and request the donations, and what is the request status of it, and total donations done. And if you wanted to update the information, that is this amount is spent for what purpose. So here you can see update info option. Just click this update info, and where you can see that this amount is spent for what. This is spent for example, let me enter the detail as spent for the kid Shiva, 3 years old. So let me enter this detail like this, and then update link and click update. And once it is being updated, here you can see for what purpose it is being done, and here you can see the complete transactions what all been done. So this spent amount is being given to the donors also. So just if you log into the donor part, so here you can see the donation tracking, where you can see, so this amount is given by you and what they have spent for it. So they have spent for the kid Shiva, 3 years old, and they spent on this date. So this has been updated. So the donor has a trust on the the charity and their amount is being usefully spent. So this kind of transparency and the trustworthiness is created due to this donation tracking system. And this is all about the project donation tracking system using Java. And thank you all for watching.